Hello, this is Steve Ramona, your host for Doing Business with a Servant's Heart. I want to thank our sponsors, InPhone, and with InPhone, you can place your business on everybody's cell phone, turn their business into a web app, and with a click of a button, they'll have access to you 24/7. And also Pantheon.fm. Have you ever thought about monetizing and taking your podcast to the next level? Well, Pantheon can do that. Let us show you how. Reach out to Steve Ramona, the host, at inphone.co/SR1, and I will go over with you how you can make your podcast really stand out. Let's enjoy the show. Thanks again, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Doing Business with a Servant's Hearts podcast. And I'm excited, Steve Ramona, the host, to have I've never had skincare on my show before. So this is going to be a new venture, a new industry, but I really love what my guest is doing. And you're going to learn much more about not just skincare, but about business. And we were just talking about earlier before the show, how there's ups and downs and how you can survive those. Kelly, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Very excited to talk to you.
Me too. And you're definitely a servant. I could feel as we're talking. But why skincare?
Just, trying to help guys look and feel amazing. And, we know that there's a lot of things that we're doing, is very relevant in guys' lives right now, building healthy routines, whether or not that's going for a walk every day, going to the doctors once a year, or, going to the gym, obviously, just doing things to keep a healthy balance in your life. And then we get in there and try to help guys understand that it's important to take care of your skin, whether it's through putting on, a product that has SPF, using a great face wash. And we just want you to feel good about yourself. And we, have hundreds of thousands of guys that use our product and they feel good about it and tell us all the time. And we're trying to spread that.
I like the idea of tying skincare health into physical health, because
100%.
My family was a health club owners. We were 78 to 2000. So
Great.
I love hearing that and we talk all the time, people, they're obese, they want to lose weight, but they want to go out and start a business. But if you look good from your product, speaking, doing podcasts, it makes it easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Look, it is critical. And we speak guys over here, Stephen, because we, and I know you have a very diverse listener base. Our product is really marketed to men. So we're really focusing on the male audience. But we really believe that we want to do everything we can to help men feel good about themselves. We know that if guys feel good about themselves, just like you just described, they're going to have more confidence to go into business or go into the office every day.
Right.
They're going to be better fathers, better husbands, and better people in society. We want guys to feel good about themselves. And part of the way you do that is create healthy routines in your life. Healthy routines lead to confidence and success. And taking care of your skin is an important part. You get up in the morning, you make your bed, you brush your teeth, then we come into the bathroom and, you wash your face with a high quality face wash, put a moisturizer on with SPF, and you're ready to kick some ass.
I love that, because you're taking your mission for your company, not just skincare, but you could do bigger things.
Yeah, we want to try. It's a big pull out there. We want to try to stay swimming in our lane, but unfortunately, with the last couple of years, it's been hard on everybody, emotionally, mentally, physically. It's been very hard on people. So there's a lot of areas that we'd like to help guys, think about, but we know we just want to be part of that morning routine and that nighttime routine, and we want to be part of a guy thinking about his overall health. That's where we play. Yeah,
guys need help with skincare, and I'm raising my hand because I got some samples and they're awesome.
Thank you.
We're just that's not in our nature. And you could speak to that, of course.
Yeah, it is. Well, the good news is, and you and I are similar age. There's a lot, the orientation of the millennials and Gen Zs, and even Gen X's, they're more open to a lot of the themes that I'm talking about. And what happens is when they get into a good skincare routine, they do see results. Like this has been a secret that the women have known for a long time, and they just whatever couldn't beat it into our heads, or like, you know, whatever, that if you do take care of your skin, you will see, you know, you will see the signs of anti-aging longer. You'll see, you know, more elasticity in your skin, less signs of aging. I mean, this is a battle you start early on. You know, guys are just kind of waking up to this concept, and some guys, you know, the train already left, and that's fine. You know, I mean, I have plenty of friends that, you know, even if I give them my product, they're not going to use it, and that's cool. But most guys that engage in this category realize the benefits.
Work with the willing.
Yeah.
People that are willing, that's who you work with. And it's interesting, my dad died in 91. A year before he died, he was doing skincare. He wanted to always look younger. He worked out. We talked about physical, but
Yeah.
went through his bathroom, and it was interesting to see the products he had. I kind of saw him before. So he was living proof of, hey, let me just fight this aging thing for.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have most of our guys are under, when I say most of, like in the total portfolio of our business, are under, you know, 31, 32, but we have just as many guys from 32 to 70. So we have a ton of guys, hundreds of thousands of customers over the years. And you know, so we're seeing, you know, all these guys are seeing benefits here from younger age to an older age. You know, if you just start with healthy skincare, whether or not it's us or, you know, Kiehl's, and you know, a brand that I admire a lot. I think we're better than them, but they're great. They're a really great company, and they, you know, and even if you're using a Kiehl's face wash and a moisturizer, I think that's half the battle right there.
I love that you mentioned a pet competitor, even though jokingly you said that. But you have no fear of competition.
No, I don't. This is kind of off topic, but when our customer experience team, and they're sitting out right in front of me, and they take about 1,000 calls a day, 1,000 interactions with customers a day. We tell guys all the time, you know what, we're not right for you. Like here's a coupon from one of our competitors. Please go buy from them, because, you know, you probably fit into that tribe. You don't fit into our tribe. So, you know, guys buy from us. Yeah, you mentioned this earlier before we started today, that, you know, guys buy from people they trust and know, and we want guys to buy our products. But if we can convince them to buy other products and engage in the category, I think that's a huge win.
Well, and it's serving. That's why you came on here, and doing business service hard. That's what a company does. We're not fear of them. We actually help them because there's enough place in the pie for everybody.
You bet. Plenty.
Something else I saw on your website, what I'm very excited to say, is TSAs, especially with COVID, is a mess. Yeah. And I noticed as I going through, caught my eye right away, TSA compliant.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's, you know, we're like, most of our guys are on like a 35-day cadence with us. So they engage with us every 35 days, roughly. I mean, most of our, you know, we have about 500,000 total people that buy from us over a period of time. Most guys buy from us like every 90 days, but like the biggest, you know, we have a lot of guys that are engaging us a few times a year. And that's great. They, you know, we'd be happy to have them as customers at any time they're ready. But so we make our sizes so that they easily sneak underneath the TSA regulations. And you know, it's great. I mean, everywhere I go, I travel with a little dob kit that has just, you know, our product in it, hang it up everywhere I go. And you know, I always have my product with us. So it's awesome. Really good.
Those are the little things I love in a company. Thinking about your clients or a client, how can we make this better so I don't have to deal, you know, this big tube? And business guys are going to go, this is awesome, who are listening to this, like, I've been looking for that, where I don't have to hassle with that.
Yep.
Regards to, did you develop the product, the formulas and stuff yourself?
So not by my hand. One of my business partners is a chemist, spent his entire career in skincare, was in the New York area, and it was very fortuitous. One of my other business partners was playing golf with him literally, 10 months, 12 months before we launched. And we actually launched in 15 selling routines, but other companies' products, very highly curated, stuff you wouldn't necessarily hear or see. And, it was right and it was wrong. It didn't last too long. And then we decided to relaunch with our own brand. And that's when we met our chemist and formulated all our own product. And he did, there's luck everywhere in our business. And we didn't have any clue about chemistry. And he built us Ferrari formula products that have been just fantastic. We're actually, constantly innovating, constantly improving our product. But we do develop and own all of our own formulas.
That's great. I love what you just said. It's so powerful. People need to hear is show up. If you didn't show up to play golf, he didn't do this doesn't happen. Opportunities are there. You just got to show up, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's very profound. I mean, it's so profound in its simplicity. Yeah. I mean, just getting there is really half the battle. Yeah. And I mean, and there's, our other partner in the business, we reached out to him. He's a massive YouTuber, and he's he talks about grooming. He talks about what it means to be a male, how to prepare for an interview or work out, or what to wear, how to get a date, how to or not text a significant other. And we connected with him just out of a cold reach out. I mean, we just called him because we wanted his help. And it just so happened that he was really interested in skincare. And it was a great getting the chemist, actually, and this was all within 60 days, getting the chemist and getting my partner Aaron on board was all just a matter of being at the right place at the right time, just making the effort to get there. So it was amazing. And by the way, he's a phenomenal business partner. So I got triple lucky.
Yeah. You hit the lottery there, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you just said it, you reached out this cold, never know.
Correct.
If he would have said no, your business still be moving forward. Didn't
Correct.
Stop you, but you were looking at ways to get the message out. And that's a cool way of doing it.
Yeah. I mean, we just, he's everything about Aaron and the way that he talks about being a male and being responsible and respectful and creating healthy habits and routines is everything that we believe in. And we're really super fortunate that Aaron brought that voice to Tiege Hanley.
Yeah. It takes a tribe, not an individual. And that's what you're living, it sounds like.
Yeah.
If somebody reached out to you, or you were walking a street, some 40-year-old goes to you, I'm in skincare, what would you tell them? They go, why should I buy your product?
Yeah. Our product, Tiege Hanley, the reason why I think people buy our product and kind of the ethos is that we make it uncomplicated. That's our whole business ethos is uncomplicated skincare. We're a routine company, as I mentioned many times. So what we put in a box is everything you need to take care of your skin, have excellent skin. You don't really need to think about it at all. We just give you, we believe in being uncomplicated. And it's not easy living an uncomplicated business ethos, but we try. And the reason why they should buy from us is we give you everything you need and nothing you don't in a box that delivers to your door every month. And we basically make it guy proof.
Or dummy proof, as some people would say.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use that word, but it's your show.
No, exactly. That's what just came to my head. But I love the guy proofs, because a guy like me, my wife, she spends, hours. I don't know if you're married up, but ladies do that. And that was my fear. But when I got your product, it's not that. We don't need to do hours of skincare.
2 minutes.
Look at that. 2
minutes, morning and night, 2 minutes. And you can see significant results in 2 minutes. Significant. So, I hear you. You're speaking my language. I mean, and this is not, this is just an observation. Most men, that are married to have wives, know what Steve and I are talking about, which is, we tend to get ready to go, and we're just going to a movie or going out to dinner, and we're ready. And it seems to take forever for our spouse to get ready. And, and so you get this conception in your head that, like, trying to take care of yourself is going to take a lot of time, but it's not like that for guys. We just need a couple minutes in the evening and in the morning. So, you can do it. I got confidence in all men.
Yeah, men out there, if I can do it, you all can open the door, because it's not hard. It wasn't. It was the instructions are great.
Yeah,
before I forget, let's do a shout out. How can people get a hold of you or your team to find out more about Tiege? And by the way, I love Tiege.
Yeah.
Because every time I say it, it sounds like a tease. Like, let's tease your skin with this product. And I don't know if that's what you're doing, but
that's interesting. I've never ever thought of that. It's a great angle. Yeah, good. Most of our commerce is done at Tiege.com, Tiege. We actually have a phenomenal 30% off offer, Tiege.com / doing business. And, and we'd love to have, anybody that's interested, that's listening, try our products. It's a crazy great offer. I think there's a free item with that. But if reach out to me on LinkedIn if you're interested in connecting with me. I do take a lot of sales calls and read a lot of sales emails. But I do help a lot of people in business too. There's plenty of people. I was talking to a guy today from Italy who's in our business, who is reached out. He wanted to share swap some horror stories together about what's been going on in the marketplace. And, I'd really, really love to engage with people.
I love that. And you're out there helping. Again, no competition. And it's in Italy and America. There's probably never going to be, well, it could be, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. That's great. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to pay for the first 5 people that buy your product when they reach out to you from this podcast. I'm going to get, I don't know if the cost, but I'm going to give them, buy Kelly's product for Tiege. I'm going to give you a $20 Amazon gift card.
That's amazing.
So reach out to Kelly, mention the show or me, probably the show, because you'll never remember me. That's okay. The show's the most important thing. He'll send me your contact info and I'll email you an Amazon gift card within minutes. And,
go to Tiege.com / doing business. And we will know that you were listening to this podcast, and we'll hook you up. That's a crazy great offer. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you.
This is, it dives into mental health a little bit. I'm going to get crazy here, but it's my podcast, so we're going to do that because mental health is so rampant and I started using your products and feeling better. Me personally, I engage more because I feel better about myself. Am I on the right track here?
That's what we hear. I'm telling you, we engage with 1,000 tickets, 1,000 touch points a day on a customer experience team. And, we talk to people, live. A lot of people call us. We actually have our address and our phone number on our website. Like it drives me nuts when you go to a website. You have no idea where those people you're doing business with. There's no even phone number. And so this is what guys tell us. They say, I got a compliment today. Like, I started using your product 30 days ago, and someone said to me, man, what have you been doing? And we hear these things. I mean, we have in our kitchen, we have a whole wall of customer, like small, like little 8x10 printouts pinned to the wall. I mean, there's about 100 of them in there, and most all the quotes have the same theme. It's just that people feel good when they spend a few minutes trying to take care of themselves. Just a few minutes of 2 minutes of a few minutes of trying to take care of themselves, and it makes people feel better about themselves. And it's almost like, well, why do people go to Starbucks and spend like $7 on something? I mean, it's just really kind of this way of treating yourself and trying to feel, make yourself feel better. Skincare actually has results. So, I mean, that's, we want people to feel good about themselves.
I love impactful companies, and I'm learning that now That's why I love doing these podcasts, get to learn about my guest. And now I know why you're successful, because it's not all about Kelly or your two partners.
No,
It's really about the customers, right?
it's 100% about the customers. It's 100% about them. Everything we do, keep it uncomplicated. We want to make it easy for guys to deal with us. And that's why I was telling you the story earlier. I mean, we have a handsome guarantee. We basically give anybody their money back at any time. We're a subscription company, but we're a pain in the ass free subscription company. People call us all the time and they say, well, I forgot to, you sent me a box, but I forgot. That's fine. Keep the box, and we'll cancel your subscription. Come back when you're ready. We just want to treat people right. And so that comes back in spades to us.
I love your messaging.
Yeah.
Pain ass free, or I think that's what you said.
We're pain in the ass free modern subscription company. You ever try to cancel your Wall Street Journal subscription? Oh. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. They just recently, it's probably in like the last 12 months, allowed you to cancel online. You had to call and just sit there with thousands of people waiting on hold, to cancel your subscription. You're like, this is nuts. You guys are crazy. And your subscription goes from $4 to like $37. I just found it. My wife was auditing one of the businesses I have, our Amex, and she's like, Kelly, do you know we've been paying like $37 for the Wall Street Journal for the last like 5 years? And you can buy it like for $4.99. And I'm like, you're kidding me. That's insane. Well, they shouldn't be doing that to people. They should just be charging, they should just be averaging the price and say, we just need to charge everybody $14.99. And that's what everybody in the world pays. Yeah. I mean, you either buy the Wall Street Journal or you don't, and if we want to cancel, just let us cancel. It's insanity.
Yeah. So, if you got 1 million subscribers at 15, you made 15 million a month. I think companies are going to do quite well with that little number there.
Yeah. Instead of being a huge pain in the ass, screwing people, having them, pay 10x what you get for a 12-month intro, and then making them wait on hold for 45 minutes to cancel. I mean, it's insane. So we don't want to be that company. No offense, Wall Street Journal. I do like your product though.
Yeah, it is a great product. Their sales side needs a little help.
Yeah.
And I hate this. Sorry, audience. When I hear this phrase, it makes me cringe. It's only $39, right?
Like that's not a meaningful amount.
We don't know the whole world. Maybe for me and you, it's not bad. But what about, the guys struggle to pay bills? It
is meaningful. I mean, it is really, really, really meaningful. Yeah. I mean, we have a core, one of our 9 core values. We just added one. One of them, of course, is be uncomplicated. Is act like an owner. And I don't think people think I'm cheap. I actually hate that word. We want to be capital efficient here at our company. And I have people coming into my office all the time and say, like, I just saved us like $1,000. And I'm like, that is phenomenal. Like that is great. If enough people in this company save us $1,000, that's enough to pay an extra couple percent in bonuses at the end of the year. Like act like an owner. So it's meaningful. $1,000 is huge. 500 is great.
Yeah.
So, and we're spending millions and millions on advertising over here. So act like an owner. It means a lot.
And that $1,000 could bring you, 10, 20 new clients.
Easy.
Who are going to be enhanced, they're handsome. And I'm going to talk about that.
Exactly.
So that's what I love about it. You take 1,000, it brings us 5 new clients with the marketing.
Correct.
5 more people.
Exactly.
Oh man, I love how you think. You got a job opening? Just kidding. Pantheon, who I work for. I'm kidding. But we need to get this message out.
Yeah.
But enhance your handsome. It's behind your right shoulder.
Yep.
I've been looking at it the whole time. You on the podcast down the road it says enhance your handsome. That messaging is so simple but so powerful.
Yep. I mean, we just try to talk to guys in very, very clear, concise, uncomplicated ways, and hopefully, and by the way, this is, like I said, we talk guys here. We have phenomenal, respect. We have 40% of our staff is women here at our company, and we wouldn't be where we're at today without them. And, but we're just really focused on trying to get some healthy routines for guys.
Well, and there's women out there that want to take care of their man. Like
yeah,
my
we
wife.
have about 8% of our customers are women. I think, we have very successful acne lines. I think, we've got some moms out there, but, and we have some great gift options, by the way, and our gift game is super strong. So, and I don't, I'm not sure when you're airing, but we've got like ferocious Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We have one deal and it's a ferocious deal. So there's great opportunities out there to gift a box of Tiege Hanley to your guy.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that about it because it's going to launch today on my YouTube. I can't let this wait.
Sweet.
This is.
Let it rip.
You know what I keep saying love, but it's true. You're a businessman helping business people, but you're a consumer driven guy to help consumers. People go, you can't do both. Hell, Kelly's doing it.
Yeah,
sorry,
I mean,
fired up here.
You can definitely do it.
Yeah,
100%. So, focus on your customer. And like I say, there, some of the customers get a little, some people can get a little cray cray, and when you identify that, you do what I suggested before and say, it's okay. It's okay, Steve. You may not be one of us. Here's a coupon for Keels. They make good products. Please try theirs.
But deflates the whole thing quickly instead of attacking and doing the crazy things like that. Well, I'd love to have you back. I'm going to reach out to you because this has to get out more. There's so many spokes in this wheel that you're helping, the mental health side, COVID, and, people that want to build a bit, all these things we can get into. But I want to thank you for coming on and thank you for your incredible words of wisdom to help my audience personally, but also professionally, because, act like an owner. If every business did that, I think we'd have less bankruptcies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You'd have a lot more happy employees.
Yeah. And that's the key. Employees are like customers. You take care of customers, you take care of employees, you're going to be riding the train just like Kelly Thornton does and his two partners. And that's a compliment. Well, with that being said, since we're at the end, again, I want to thank you. I look forward to having you back. But what's one tip? You've given us a lot of great knowledge, but what's one tip you can help my audience for their journey of life?
Yeah, I think people that you work for and your customers, through kind of an osmosis, people that work for you and your customers through osmosis really do know who you are. I mean, your business is a reflection of your personal values, the values of your partners. And so, you've got a great, a great podcast, doing business, with a servant's heart. And if you conduct business that way, other people will notice. It may take time to seep in. It may take time for people in your business that are working for you to get on, the bandwagon with your mission. It may take time for your customers to notice, but you can do business in the right way and people will notice. So, I strongly suggest that anybody that's in business, we have gifts that were given to us and we need to pay that forward, and be smart about it. And people will notice.